Okay, so there is this woman that is currently going viral at the moment because airlines are quite inconsiderate of plus size people or something about planes taking over the world, something like that. Regardless though, we're going to be talking about that video, so check it out.
Have you heard stories of plus size travelers being ridiculed, humiliated, or even removed from flights because of their size? It's a common fear among the plus size community, and it's absolutely unacceptable. Join my petition calling on the FAA to require all airlines to have a written official customer of size policy for plus size travelers.
So when I first saw that video, I was kind of thinking to myself, like, I don't know what any of this means because I am obviously not a plus size person, right? So when I go to a plane and I'm sitting next to everybody, I'm not exactly influencing them the way plus size people do. You know what I mean? However, I did go to the petition site because she ends up talking about some sort of like petition that if you sign her petition, we can get this issue to Congress. Out of everything, that was the one thing that really caught my eye because again, like I can't relate to her. So I decided to go to her petition page. And as you guys can see, she's kind of like elaborating on some of the policies that she was mentioning in that video. I found a couple of them interesting, but honestly, it wasn't that was interesting to me. It was the way people reacted. Obviously, you know, we're talking about the petition, but we're gonna come back to that right now. Let me go ahead and show you guys what's going on in the comment section. So if you go into the comment section, you can see that there's barely any signs of intelligent life anywhere. And it's just a bunch of dudes that are just calling this woman fat and heavy and, you know, practically just making quips about her appearance. Now, here's the thing, okay? I'm all for roasting people. However, there's some people that I kind of don't like to roast. If that person did not say something egregiously stupid or didn't harm anybody, then I don't think that they deserve to be roasted on. This woman never consented to that, so I don't want to go there. I don't want to touch that way. But if she was my friend and she was like, you know what, I have consent, let's roast each other, I would, you know, and I would do it respectfully. So as you guys can see, she's not really receiving a lot of positivity from people. Now we're gonna come back to the TikTok because there's other videos as well, but let's go back to the petition. So now if we go to the petition, well, there's like a little segment on the side on the right that is asking people to sign the petition, which I'm gonna get to in a bit. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at the comment section. So if you take a look at the comment section down below, you guys can see that there's a couple of people that are saying, yeah, I'm signing this petition because I'm heavy set too. Interestingly enough though, there's other people that are signing this petition that aren't exactly plus size, and they're signing it because they are very tall, which I did not know if you were really tall, you had problems like this, especially in the airlines, okay? Because usually I always hear good things about people who are tall, but I mean, I understand that there's like a size where it's absolutely ridiculous that when you get into a car, it looks like you're driving a clown car, like Shaq. He can't drive a regular car. He has to drive a custom made car. And as you guys can see, there's all sorts of people signing this application. You know, there's black, white, big, tall, square, circular, triangle, any shape, any form, it's there, okay? And guess what? I also decided to participate and bandwagon this petition because it's not because I understand the cause, because I really don't. The reason why I did that was because I want to see fireworks, okay? The way I see it is wherever I go, I just want to leave a tiny dynamite. You know the little dynamites, they're called ninjas here in America. I don't know what you guys call them anywhere else, but I know that like a little tiny dynamite, like the size of like, you know, even smaller than a finger, they're called little ninjas. So I decided, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna leave a ninja here. Because I know there's gonna be a group of people that are gonna come together and be like, you know what, we can't let this happen. We can't let, you know, plus size people have it their way. Because I wanna see some fireworks. I wanna see a debate. I wanna see something happen. Because obviously these people, they wanna voice their concerns, but we're gonna see if anything happens. Because believe it or not, you see how there's only 7,000 signatures on this petition. There could potentially be more in the coming days. But I want to go ahead and say that like the only way that your petition can actually have like a huge impact, like I'm talking about like dinosaur killing meteor strike impact. The only way it can have like that kind of impact is if your petition exceeds more than, I believe, 100,000 signatures. It could be less, I don't know. But I would imagine that if a petition receives about 100,000 signatures, no one's going to ignore that, you know? Dude, I'm so good at ignoring people. I can make you question your own existence. That's how good I am. But to receive 100,000 on a signature, I ain't ignoring that, man. I'm going to pay attention to see what's gonna happen.
I'm sorry, if you need 3 seats to accommodate your size and you don't have like some health condition or something, this is purely because you chose to shovel your mouth with food on a regular basis for the course of like 20 years. Why would they ever accommodate you? That is completely your fault.
I want to go ahead and say this, okay? If they're saying that she's lazy because she doesn't want to go out there, she's gorging herself or whatever the case is, and she doesn't want to do the exercise, I get it, man. I totally get it. But somebody who used to be a plus size myself, like I wasn't that big, but I was pretty high up there. I was about like 210 or 15. Now I'm 160, and I've maintained this weight for many years now, okay? And I can tell you guys that it's absolutely difficult to lose all of that weight. It took so many tries. I finally found something that worked for me, and I took advantage of it, and I never went back. And now I'm not gonna sit here and say that it's been an easy path for me. No, because once you get down to this level, you have to do everything you can to maintain it. And I've done everything I can to maintain it. And here's some of the things that I can do, okay? So I love to eat cake, ice cream, all sorts of things. As much as I want to eat at least like 3 slices of cake, I cannot do that. If anything, I have to cut the cake in half from a large piece, and I have to eat that. That is my way of having a healthy relationship with food. I know that if I break those boundaries, I know that now it's kind of a runaway train. Have you guys ever like tried to lose weight and then like you're all like, all right, this time for us, I'm gonna do it, okay? You tell yourself you're not gonna drink soda or a soft drink, right? And you're doing a good job for about 4 days. And after 4 days, you're like, all right, you know what, man? I feel like I should reward myself. You have like an intense negotiation with your mind. But then your mind will start to come in with a business suit, pulls you aside like, Mary, come here. Let me tell you something. Like you've been doing such a fantastic job. I feel like you deserve just 1 drop of soda in your mouth. And then you start to think about it like, wait, yeah, like, you know what? Maybe I should have some soda. You know, I've gone 4 days without it. Maybe I should drink a soda. And then you get that soda and now you're back on the binge because you kind of like broke that discipline. That's kind of like the issue that I face sometimes when like if I go out of that boundary of like cutting that cake and I eat more than just that half, I feel like now I have to eat more of it. Only somebody who's been really big and has really made the effort really can understand just how difficult it is. I know there's gonna be some people out there who are gonna be like, oh, well, I was big too and I did it. Yeah, bro, you did it, but not everybody is you, man. You know, like you probably grew up in certain circumstances that allowed you to persist during a time where like you felt like you hit rock bottom and that propelled you. Some of these people, when they hit rock bottom, the only thing that's coming to mind is, you know what, man, I'm already finished. I might as well just keep heading down. I know because I've helped somebody like that. That shit is not as simple as calculus. Look at some of you guys. Calculus isn't easy. Now I know, bro, it's sarcasm, okay? But like, listen, that's the deal, man. And like, you know, I think that we should call it out too, but not in such a lazy way. I don't know. I feel like we have to be a little more empathetic with somebody of that kind of size. Because there's people out there that are like, oh, well, she should just get up and just lose that weight. Bro, what about the other thousands of people that have already told her the same thing? But look at her, she's still the same size. You think that shit works? So yeah, I thought I'd just like kind of chime in about that. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. And yeah, hopefully you guys learned something today.